Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Plantain, and today we're going to be talking about Tom Segura and Christina P. Apparently, after 18 years of marriage, they're getting divorced, which is rather shocking to some people, to some fans. Now, as you can see, this is the TMZ article. Tom Segura and Christina P. splits will after 18 years of marriage. And there you have it. A rather good-looking couple. Christina P. is a rather good-looking woman. Tom Segura, decent looking guy. I do believe in recent months he's kind of lost weight. I don't know if it's Ozempic or if it's natural. I'm not entirely sure, but he has lost weight recently. Some people are suggesting that that may be one of the fundamental reasons why he decided to divorce Christina P. Because, you know, sometimes men, they get fit, you know, they take their Ozempic, they start losing the pounds. They go to Turkey, they address their hairline, something I'm going to have to do very soon. And, you know, they decide that, I'm not really satisfied with my woman. I'd rather date someone younger. That's what some people are suggesting. Already the theories are going crazy. Already people are losing their minds over this. I don't know. I don't have a clue. But anyway. Let's check out the article. Tom Segura and Christina P. are going their separate ways after nearly 2 decades as husband and wife, TMZ has learned. Sources familiar with the situation tell TMZ the comedians and podcast hosts recently separated after 18 years of marriage. We're told the split happened within the last couple of months and is completely amicable. TMZ also is told they had a special and productive relationship, creating one of the most successful comedy podcast networks in the industry, and more importantly, to kids. Right. I mean, their podcast network, I believe a lot of people are signed to the podcast network. And yeah, so they were clearly bringing in a lot of money through podcasting. You know, outside of the Joe Rogans and the Tiger Bellies and the, you know, the Bobby Lees and the Andrew Santinos, these guys, you know, the Bert Kreisches and the Tom Seguras of the world were bringing in a lot of money. So they were very, very successful. They are very, very successful. They are taking different paths moving forward while remaining devoted to their children. Tom and Christina got hitched back in 2008 and have 2 sons, Ellis, born in 2016, and Julian, born in 2018. In case you didn't know, the pair co-founded YMH Studios, Your Mom's House Studios, a podcast network which is home to shows including the one they host together, Your Mom's House. Fans have noticed they haven't filmed episodes together in the last few months, but we're told they'll continue to co-host the show now in its 16th year. Well, that makes a lot of sense because the show is bringing in a lot of revenue. If they stop doing the show, then yeah, financially things aren't going to be great. But of course, you know, Tom Segura is doing pretty well on Netflix with his show Bad Omens, I believe. Is it called Bad? I don't think it's called Bad Omens. What is it called? Bad something? So yeah, I'm not Bad Thoughts. So I'm not entirely sure if he really needs the podcast. Who knows? Does he really need the podcast at this point? I don't know. Meanwhile, season 2 of Tom's show Bad Thoughts just received an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Short Form Comedy, Drama, or Variety Series. Christina has had 2 Netflix comedy specials and launched Christina P. Cosmetics. We reached out to the reps for Tom and Christina. So far, no word back. Now that he is skinny, he thinks he can do better. Tom has become insufferable. Tom's turning into white Kevin Hart. She just got over breast cancer too. Exactly. You could tell from the jazz he gave her that there was disdain. So let's actually check out this video because a lot of people are basically linking the two. They're basically saying that Christina P having cancer might have something to do with this divorce. Let's check out the video in question.
Should we tell?
Sure.
All right. Well, anyway, you know, Your Mom's House is obviously, it's our thing we've been doing for a million years. And you guys have, this audience has been with us through the birth of our children, through deaths in the family, through everything. And I mean, it's so weird. Okay, I'll just tell you guys what's going on with me. So we had to cut our trip a little short, because because I had a mammogram a little while ago, and there was an abnormality, and I have very, very early stage breast cancer. Womp womp. So, yeah. So, but it's totally treatable. The prognosis is very, very good. I will not die. This is not my last summer on Earth. I've already asked everybody. And the thing that's going to suck, I mean, it is highly treatable. I'm going to be fine. Is just the, what they have to do to get to be, they're going to be very aggressive. And, so that's the part that's going to suck is like treating it.
So there you go. There you have it. This was a year ago, August 2024. So yeah, she got tit cancer, she said. Some people suggest out there that when a woman gets cancer and if she's married, that may cause a major strain on the relationship. Some people suggest that. So who knows? Who knows what happened in this relationship for things to go sour? But apparently, I mean, they're cool with each other. It's just one of those things, But let's check out the reaction online. Let's check out some TikTok videos, see what people are saying.
I think I'm just going to say what's on everyone's mind for this. Did not see this coming. This is a shocker. These two I thought were going to live and die together. They seem like the happiest, funniest couple in comedy. They're a huge power couple. And it makes me wonder what exactly is leading to the split. I have my theories. I've seen some people speculate that infidelity may be afoot, mostly on Tom's part probably. He is the more successful of the two. He's on the road a lot. And, that type of thing opens the door for, extramarital affairs and whatnot. I'm not saying that's exactly what happened here. Who knows? Maybe they just grew apart, fell out of love. Who knows? But these two seemed so solid for so many years. I can't believe it. Now, in terms of what comes next for them, I don't really know, but I did see somebody post this on Twitter, and I will say Christina P is a smoke show, even at her ripe age of 50, whatever she is. She's gorgeous. She seems to have a rockin' bod, and I know she would probably make a killing on OnlyFans if she wanted to explore that. But yeah, talk about a bombshell. People are saying Tom Segura needs to save this, fix this, get back with Christina P, dude, because she's a catch. She really is a catch. And I don't know what you did, bro, but fix it and get back with her ASAP. Otherwise, someone's going to swoop in there and grab her, bro, and it's going to be your loss.
Agreed. Christina P is a pretty woman. That cannot be denied. Sometimes people grow apart. It happens. It happens all the time. Especially when it comes to these celebrity couples. It happens all the time. And of course, Christina P, she's had her challenges with health. Tom Segura, he's kind of blown in popularity in recent years, even more successful, more money, more Netflix shows. So those things, success on one hand, health issues on another hand, you combine those issues, it does make sense that, there are going to be challenges in the relationship.
Tom Segura and Christina P are separated. Who gets to keep the mics? I think everybody saw this coming. That relationship definitely ran its course. They've been together since they were kids. The relationship is over when you start watching Kevin Samuels clips together. That's when it's like, okay, somebody wants out, and I think he's giving you a big hint. So, knowing him and who he's dealing with in Hollywood, he's probably going to get a 25-year-old girlfriend next. So we'll see how that goes.
When you're rich, you're wealthy, you're successful, you're well-known, and, you divorce your wife, it does seem like the natural progression is to find yourself a younger girlfriend.
I didn't have Tom Segura, Christina P divorce on my 2026 bingo card. I don't usually care about celebrity drama, especially like Tom Segura. I like Tom Segura, but I think his whole shtick is all an act. But I really didn't see this one coming. I used to enjoy your Mom's House podcast, And they just seem like they're so yin and yang and the opposite but the same, and like they just seem like a great couple. Who knows if their podcast is still going to go on, but it is official that they are divorced. I think 2026 is just the year. I think it's just the year of new beginnings, tragic endings. It must just be the year. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, but I did not expect a Tom Segura, Christina Fazitsky divorce. But, yeah.
Well, Christina needs to holler at me. Shit. I can take care of 2 white kids. I've done it before. Can do it again.
Tom Segura and Christina P. have separated after 18 years of marriage. This sucks. I have always rooted for these two. I was a huge YMH fan. Christina P. is one of my favorite stand-ups of all time. YMH Studios is one of the most successful podcast studios on the planet. Christina has been battling cancer. They have 2 young children. Look, I have no proof of this. This is me just going off of instincts. He did something. I think he did something. I don't trust him. And that's actually one of the reasons why I stopped listening. Tom's ego got really weird after he got really famous and got really fit. I hope I'm wrong. But my gut says no, that it's not.
She may have a point. Something I've noticed though, especially with celebrity relationships. Like I remember, I believe at one point Kalila was also dealing with health issues, and Bobby's a decent guy, so he definitely helped her out during that time. But I remember him saying something like how he kind of lost that romantic connection with Kalila after years of kind of dealing with her health issues. That seems to be a thing between man and woman in a relationship. If one of them is dealing with health issues, the other person might kind of lose that romantic connection. That seems to be a thing. I've heard stories of individuals, of men maybe kind of just breaking it off with their wife once their wife has been diagnosed with something, and vice versa. It's not just the man doing it to the woman. Sometimes it's the woman doing it to the man too, I believe. Was it what's his name? Was it LeVar Ball or something? Recently, he's been in the news for his wife kind of separating from him because he's dealing with health issues. So it happens vice versa. It's not strictly the man is evil in the relationship. The man just wants to, focus on himself. He's selfish. He's egotistical. No, sometimes it's both parties. And usually it does have a lot to do with health issues within the relationship, because if you have a serious health issue and you have a partner, the issue can be very taxing. It can be very stressful. What do they say when you get married, essentially? Regardless of your health, regardless of your age, you're going to stick together forever. You're going to, remain connected in sickness and in health. That is the same in sickness and in health. Unfortunately, a lot of people do not take that to heart when they decide to get married. So yeah, but of course, these are all just assumptions, these are all just theories. No one really knows what happened in that relationship. Let me just leave it there. I mean, it's sad, what else can I really say about this? They've been together for many, many years. Tom Segura is a bit of a controversial figure. He's made some comments that I've been like, ugh, really, dude? But when you see a marriage come to an end, it's always kind of sad. I don't really derive any joy from this because I don't know these people. To be fair, I don't really care to know them. But I can see if you're a major fan, you're probably going to be very upset about this. And I guess if you've always hated them, then you're going to be in jubilation. Hopefully they can come to a nice arrangement with the kids. That's all you can really hope for. But guys, let me just leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you later.